to marquee, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows. From K to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate.
Today,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Forced out to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 77 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Steeler defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from the quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First and 10, it's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On the ground, it's Harris. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
There's Jackson on third and long. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Ogunjobi fit in well with the black and gold, even if it's 1.5 sacks, were his lowest since his rookie season. The Steelers, they gave him a new 3-year deal to continue to be a space eater in the middle of the defensive line.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds comes, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The tight end in motion right. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. This is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. That's complete to Robinson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Flowers shows there that he is a student of the craft whose mentality is simply, I'm going to take the football away from defenders. A tenacious player and almost a clone of Steve Smith Sr., somebody else who had some really good seasons in Baltimore.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Second down and 6 now. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Patrick Ricard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have regained the lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Pickett.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third and long for Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The Falcons trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 32 on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the give, this is Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. This is 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Pickett now from the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Harris. And this time, he is in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling it.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Jackson options out left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Pickett looking to change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now Pickett. And he fires one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 27-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The quarterback will keep it himself, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. And Pickett going to move his guys around. Motioning to the left is Robinson. On the give, it's Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Steps away to his left. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 26. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work down inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Handoff for Warren. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They'll run it. Warren. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. A give to Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On the run, it's Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 9. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's second and a yard.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Here's second down. Jackson. There's Beckham. Great grab.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.